All right, here we are again. Actually got it in the garage. You believe that? Look at that. That is so close to not making it, but it made it. I can't work outside, it's too cold. So brought it inside. I'm gonna finish it up. Everything else I have to do before Rob shows up, and I have to work on the Honda Z. So we're just gonna finish this up. Fuel filter is what's left. What do I have left? Fuel filter, distributor cap, rotor, and the wires is what's left on this from the other day. So I'll just finish that up. Everything else is done. Everything else is done. I'll get some work light in here, get it all situated, move on, get it done so it's ready for the new owner. All right, so distributor cap is off. As you can tell, there's 3 screws. Just take them off. There's the one coil, and you have the air vacuum line. But you want to change them. As you can see, there's crud in there that flakes off. You see it? So this is why you always want to make sure that you replace them along with the wires. And kind of hard. Let me readjust here a little bit. But as you can see, there's the rotor right here. Sorry, let me get myself situated a little better. There you go. Coil, the rotor is right here that I'm touching. A little hard to tell. There is a screw and there's a gasket. This piece just kind of goes in and out as needed. I believe this one has a screw, so I have to remove it and try to get it out so we can replace it. Cool beans. One step closer to getting done. All right, so as you can see here, you have that plastic piece. Just got to kind of slide it over, and then you have access underneath. It's kind of hard to tell and see, but when you do that, you should be able to get the screwdriver to move just enough to start prying out the rotor. It's very, very tight on there. This thing just keeps spinning. There's no way to take it out unless you take the rotor out first, so kind of try not to break it. But keep wiggling it until you end up with the rotor. Once you have the rotors in your hand, as you can see, right there is the old one. There she goes. She just sprung on the little push tab. Can't really push it. It's like a little clip. You just have to pry on it with the screwdriver. It goes mounted on this one. It goes mounted like this, and then right in between the flush part and this lip, the plastic, you just kind of pry it slowly and then wiggle it out. That's the old one. Here's the brand new one that we have. Similar, same but different. We're gonna put the new one on. The cover fell, so I have to pick it up from the bottom, put the plastic cover on, put the rotor back in where it goes. It'll stop it. It's not gonna go anywhere. And then we have the gasket O-ring that goes around the whole edge of the new rotor. It's right there. We'll put that on, put it back into place, get that done, install the new wires, and then that is all good to go. So I used a little pick. As you can see, prying away, that's the gasket. Little gasket that we're gonna rip out. Get it completely out. I am doing this over the top. So engine bay underneath the trunk area. That's where I'm doing this. And then I tighten all the screws from the bottom. Or loosen them from the bottom, and I'll reinstall them from the bottom, from the cap. It's just a little weird, harder to see what you're doing down there because of the exhaust. I'm trying not to break it. I don't want to break it. Don't break it if you don't have to. Oh, there you go. You always want to make sure it comes out as one piece. Why? Well, because then you know you got the whole thing. One piece, not broken. Nice. And then for the new owner as well, so that he knows, that is the oil change status there. So there is a sticker, it was underneath the carpet, didn't know. So I'll start getting this reassembled so we can get it done. All right, picking back up. So goodie box for the new owner. Distributor cap and rotor replaced. New spark plug wires, wire to the coil, new spark plugs, new valve cover gaskets. All done on this side. Everything, oil change has been done. So again, that is the when the timing was done. It has the I guess different information in here. I wish I knew that, but you have automatic transmission, manual transmission, vacuum lines, and so forth, so on and there. This looks like it might have the 134 retro kit. I'm not sure. I can't tell you if the AC works because it is frigid out in the East Coast. So for me, if I turn it on, yeah, it feels like it works great, but I can't tell you in the summer. We're just gonna close this back up. We're done as far as that end goes. LEDs, I have to remove the corner lights and stuff, and I'll install the LEDs for him as well. That was not part of the deal. So we'll pick back up to do the headlight, get that situated. As far as it goes, I did have a drip tray just in case, because I like knowing that the work is good, and I turned it on and so forth, so on, just to see if there's any leaks. And as you can see, it is still nice and clear. There's no oil leaks on there whatsoever from when the work was done on the valve covers and stuff. So it does have residue that I have to wipe off, but other than that, it should be relatively good. Anything other than that stuff, I kind of out of my way, right? I've already done way too much more than what I should with this vehicle. You know, so I'm already at a not a good situation, not a good space. So I'll figure out if I can try to do the tank again, because it's a van, the setup underneath it, there isn't much room. I can't jack it up like I did my truck. You know, the truck, the K truck, you jack it up 3-4 feet, you can get under there, make wonders. I don't have the height. I am not trying to mess anything up because this vehicle is sold. It's already paid for, it is sold, so I can't really go anywhere, unfortunately. I put the jack underneath it, it gave me like ½ inch. It's not worth it to me to make an attempt and damage the vehicle. So if it warms up, I'll spin it around maybe, or try to do it outside by the doorway where I have a little more room, jack it up, so forth, so on. So that's my attempt on the fuel filter. And then we'll remove the front end, or the front lights, corner lights, install the HIDs on there, make the LEDs, make sure that's good to go. So I'll pick back up with that. All right, last piece of the puzzle, fuel filter. It is right there. This is the passenger side on the Honda Street. Passenger side, right there. It's a couple of clips you got to push in, and then take the whole thing down, swap it out, put it back in. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so I removed the tire carrier from it just to give me a little more room. I had to bend the little tab to get it out. I'll refix the little tab up there, but it is out. We have it about here, so now you can actually work with it. I'll replace it, put it back on, bend the tab, put it back in, and that's done. All right, okay, so old filter's out. It's a pain in the butt, dirty, making noise, no good. New one is in the hole. I just haven't snapped it in. New lines already done. Then you just push it in, and it's supposed to clip on. Just gotta bend the tab a little bit. No, there it is. Yep, bend it up a little bit. There it is, nice and new, nice and clean. Fuel filter. Oops. Fuel filter, nice and clean. I'll just clean up my mess that I made over here. Had a little drippage. of the gasoline because there's no other way to do it. As you can tell, that's all fuel. That's why it's moving nicely in my dirty container. But I'm happy I changed it. Happy I found it. As you can see, you can kind of sort of see where the sediment is in the bottom half of it. Even if you move the fuel, you can kind of tell there's like a nice area where it kind of splits up, which is good because you don't want to have that in there. So I'll push up the spare. I'm gonna make sure that the air is good in here. Put this back on, and as far as my work on this Honda Street before the customer gets it, it is done. I have nothing else to do. On this, it is ready to go to its new owner. All right, so we installed new wipers. We did the corners and headlights on both sides. This thing is nice. I did the LED headlights, the corners, the wipers. I don't have the rear one. It is a weird, different setup on removal. So the one I have will not clip on, so I'm not gonna do that one. On the back window, as you can tell, the washer fluid does work. It just spit everything out. But I will take it through a car wash as well for him prior to being picked up. But I think for most parts, everything is done on this. We're gonna start it up, and then I'll get her out. One crank, starts right up. We're gonna get it out, and then I'm gonna work on the green Honda Z. That's where we're at. All right, so the van is all ready to go. I removed the water. I don't know why there was water inside the windshield washer fluid reservoir, so I had to melt it because it was frozen. So the lines are probably frozen now. Gotta wait for that to thaw out, or warmer weather, whatever happens. But I refilled it, so that way it's good. New wipers in the front, new headlight bulbs, LEDs, new LED corners, good to go. I just have to remove the plates. Yeah, she's pretty much ready to go. She will be leaving tomorrow morning with the transporter. I just have to remove this little tape that's here, residue. Not a big deal. I'll do that in a couple minutes. Yeah, and she's good to go. This is like a pretty much final walkthrough. Make sure there's nothing crazy. I'm not sure if I will be around tomorrow to see it going on the transporter, so I just want to record it now. That way we know that everything, the way the body is, there's no major damage anywhere. So we want to make sure that that is all good to go. The only thing coming off of it is the plates. There's no major dings or dents or anything. This is the way the new owner is going to get it. I'm going to try to see if I can contact Mendy Import, see if we can maybe put it through the car wash if he's available, at least just to clean it up a little bit. But it is in the teens here, so I don't know if the car wash is open because of freezing habits and stuff. And then I'm going to also, the new owner is going to get the box. In the box we have original headlight. That way he has them, if something happens, he has originals, brand new air filter, the distributor with wires, just because it's always good to have that in case of, the original drain plug, the gasket, the window crank clip, so if he finds a window replacement crank, mainly because of that one is no good. This one is fine, the other ones are fine. And then the Will Powered sticker that is there will go there. I will also put a Dad Bod Garage emblem like usual. That'll probably go here, so I'll wipe that off, put the last Dad Bod Garage thing, or maybe I'll put it up here. It's a little more visible. Probably put it right there, which will look nice. It's nothing big, it's nothing crazy, but it will look good. Skylight is in. It is getting new belts, as well as full suspension is being done on it. coilovers, front rears. That'll be done on this, and all new belts. We have the DBG logo, about to make its presence on the vehicle. I know everybody said you should have had it on there, but it is okay. I just have to get it off. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. A little difficult. Just want to peel it, but we will reinstall this right in the center there. That's good. Installed it in there. That way it has officially become DBG vehicle. And that's what we have. All right, just cleaned it up. Nice and clean. Leaving the car wash. Did some finishing touches for the new owner. It's running. She's clean. I mean, you know, as clean as you can be, right? Mendy Imports. So, nice little quick clean for the gentleman.
You notice the drop back down.
Yeah, that's nice.